Right then, hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining our 100th live. How mad is that, Paulie Morgan?
100.
I know, it's crazy, absolutely crazy. And you know what we were just talking about? It's so lovely to see so many people, which Paul's actually been through our first live that we did, which was actually in June of 2022, 19th of June. 2022, and said, I wonder how many people are still here. And look, there's loads, but we'll go on to these to say a special thank you in a little while. But we just want to say to everyone, cheers, everyone, for supporting us over the last 2 years with our lives. We've thoroughly enjoyed them, don't we, too?
We do. Carole said to me, do you think we should have some sparklers for the live? And I said to her, have you got any sparklers? And she said, no. I said, well, it's a bit of a moot point then, isn't it?
We should have bought some of them party poppers, shouldn't we? Or the... you know what I mean. What are they called? Anyway, so let's start to see who's with us. And first one in today was Sean. So always love to see Sean, who supported us right from the start, as are a lot of people that are in this this chat here. So are you writing notes already, are you?
I'm always working, man. I'm not like you. Lazing around, doing nothing, pretending to edit stuff.
You know, we've been just full on, haven't we, since... Well, we still haven't unpacked our second case, Paulie, since we've been back. So for those of you who don't know, which I'm sure you do, we're just off... I've got a lot of light in my glasses, which is a bit annoying. Can't do anything about that now. Anyway,
just keep facing down like that when you're talking.
We just come off Cunard Queen Victoria. So if you've got any questions about the ship, about Cunard, about the itinerary that we did, which was to Spain and Portugal, which are absolutely fantastic this time of year, then do let us know. And any other... I'm
going to turn that light off. You keep looking at the lens.
I keep looking at the what?
At the thing.
Made no difference whatsoever. It's made it darker. So anyway,
it's worth a try, wasn't it?
It was worth a try. But yeah, so if you've got any questions for us, Sean has quite rightly said, if you have a question for this 100th live, as going to be busy, please start your question with question, which is really helpful for us to find them. So let's have a look. It's very special, Anne, a very special live tonight. It is. I can't believe that. Remember how we felt for the first live that we did? We were just so nervous.
We were pooping our pants.
We were, because I was really worried that the tech wasn't going to work. Paul was just like, well, I'm just going to go with the flow, which is why I do love him, because he's just so laid back. But I was thinking, oh my gosh. But so do go back and see that live. You'll find it. Let me just I'll show you a bit of a banner here. It's this one that's back in 19th of June. That's 2022, where we were celebrating 10,000 subscribers. We're now heading towards 29,000 subscribers. So so that's good. But just shows that actually YouTube is a lot of hard work, and it takes a long time to get where you want to get to. Things don't normally happen overnight. So anyway, so let's go back to the comments, and Sue's here. Nick and Tracy are here, who support us all the time as well. Hit the subscribe and hit the like button, and get that notification tab active too. Thank you, Nick.
Thank you, Nick.
Yes.
And can I just say this now for all the lovely people watching live and watching on catch up? Around 55% of people who watch our videos aren't subscribed to our YouTube channel.
No.
So why not?
Yes.
It don't cost you nothing.
Exactly.
It don't cost you nothing, governor. not even the price of a cup of tea.
Exactly. So go and hit that subscribe button, because it really helps, obviously, our channel to grow. And Nick and Tracy have just... Oh, thank you so much, guys. Merry Christmas and congratulations on your 100th live. Have a bottle of Sauv Blanc and some of Thatcher's Gold on us. Well, thank you so much.
I'm just drinking Diet Coke tonight because I decided that I was just going to have Diet Coke.
What are you drinking, really?
Jack Daniels.
So, but thank you so much, guys. That's very generous, and really appreciate it. Gillian's here saying, hi, everyone. Merry Christmas and yippee for the 100th live. Corinne, one of our patrons, has just got to Calgary, where it's warmed up to a -11. I may get to watch a bit at the beginning. Huge congratulations, Paul and Carole, on this momentous occasion. Thanks for all the fun. You're welcome. And thanks for supporting us for all that time. And she said, no alcohol there, because it's only 20 past 11. So
and what's your point? What's your point, Corinne?
So that's fair enough, isn't it? Angela's here. So let's see, Angela. Sorry I missed it. We're ready to a quiz and watch it later. Okay. And Peter's saying, what's that you're doing?
I'm trying to get that tissue.
Oh, congratulations on your 100th. We're born in Queen Victoria in January for South America. Oh, lovely. Queen Victoria, it was so lovely being back on one of the old queens. We love Cunard, and we had a mixed time, didn't we, on Queen Anne, because it was the maiden voyage. So we expected some hiccups, but there was a lot more than some hiccups. However, we all agreed, because we were traveling with Bob and Holly, and with Ken and Lindsay, and with Alfie. And Ken and Lindsay were on that maiden cruise, and we all agreed that we'd like to get back on Queen Anne, because it seems like a lot of the issues have been ironed out. Hopefully. And it is a fabulous ship. But being back on Queen Victoria was pretty special, because it's the ship that we've chosen for, well, our patrons actually and members chose it for our group cruise in 2026. So if you want to join us on that, do join our Patreon and come with us in April of 2026.
To see what Carole did there, like, there was a get out clause. So when we do our Patreon cruise on Queen Victoria, if it's fabulous, it's our brilliant idea. If it's rubbish, it's the people who voted for its idea.
It's the patrons. But it was the ship was beautiful, as Cunard ships are, all dressed up for Christmas. So many fantastic decorations. And the one day we woke up and there was a whole gingerbread village there that just smelt absolutely amazing. Go and check out our shorts on our YouTube, because Paulie's just put a short up that he got his big pole out over the gingerbread village and wangled it around, didn't you?
I did.
So go and check that out.
You're not going to say anything?
About what?
About the gingerbread village?
Oh, yeah, yesterday. We did our members live yesterday, which was always great fun. And Paul came up with this statement, said, I never realised that a gingerbread village was made out of real gingerbread. And we're like, what?
I just thought it was like a load of cardboard or Lego or something, and they just called it a gingerbread village. I didn't actually realise it was made of gingerbread. And in my defence, on Queen Victoria, it's the first time that I could smell gingerbread really strongly. I've never smelt any gingerbread before, coming from the ones we've been on in the past. So
it was all
maybe
fresh and lovely.
There was something wrong with my nose on all the previous ones.
Maybe. So Dave's here saying happy 100th to you. So thank you so much. And I've just seen it's just popped up. So Tony G's just given us another super chat for $9.99. So thank you so much. Happy 100th, Paul and Carole. It's been quite the journey. It has, hasn't it, Paul?
Yeah.
What would you like to say about our journey?
Well, it started upstairs, because that's where we used to do our lives. And it's made it all the way down the stairs to this table. But we've now moved so you can see the Christmas tree. So yes, our journey has taken us to 3 different locations. And that's not including the lives we've done on cruises. So is that what you meant about our journey? Not quite. Oh, okay.
But Tony G, thank you so much. Denise is here. Very happy Christmas from New Zealand. So thank you for that. And Bridget is here. Bridget's always around, which is lovely. Comments on most of our videos, is very, very funny, isn't she?
She is.
Celebrating your home life in the shadow of the Queen ain't bad.
I think
we need to put Paddington in the background. Yes, if only we had our own Paddington. That would be cool, wouldn't it?
What did you buy from the Paddington shop in London?
I bought a little Paddington, but he's not big enough to go behind us like the tree.
Oh, okay.
We need one of them benches that you can find around the UK now, isn't it? Just sat in our front room.
Well, probably fit in the back of the Audi if we see one.
So I think I say many congratulations on your 100th life, and cheers. It never fails to cheer us up. So thank you so much. So let's go to the first question. So let's see what question we have. So Steve says, Steve Wheeler, so lovely to see you. Happy Christmas, Paul and Carole. Congrats. Question.
Happy Christmas, Paul and Carole, and congrats. Question, can you tell me what the gratuities situation is on Holland America? Do they have auto gratuities like Cunard? Yes, they do. Or you can do what we generally do, is we purchase the Have It All, which is similar to the Princess Plus type thing. So the Have It All covers you for drinks, Wi-Fi, and gratuities, and some other stuff as well towards like specialty dining and stuff. I believe, when I say I believe, I'm going to sound like I really know what I'm talking about now, but we have literally just looked into it. It's $17 per person per day, which is a chunk of money. Yeah. But if you do it on the Have It All, it will work out better value than that.
Have It All have a great program, like Paul said, about like Princess Plus, which includes your gratuities, includes your Wi-Fi, includes some money towards excursions, includes drinks. So it's well worth looking into when you book a Holland America cruise. Cunard, we've just been on. We didn't buy any drinks package or any package at all, and we paid $14.50 per person per day.
I thought it was more than that.
No, I'm sure it's $14.50.
I'm going to get my calculator out.
Because,
yes, I am.
So, which, you know, we're happy to pay gratuities. I prefer it if it's in the front end of the price, because then you don't, when you get on the ship, you think, oh my gosh, you have this onboard credit and then get swallowed up in gratuities. So that would be my preference, but I'm more than happy to pay gratuities, providing we get really good service, which we did on Queen Victoria. And the bars, it was absolutely exceptional, wasn't it, Pauline?
It was $16 a day.
Was it 16? I thought it was 14 and a half.
No, 16.
It does depend on what cabin you have. If you've got suites, you get more. But yeah, definitely we prefer to have those packages attached, so we don't have to worry about it when we're getting on board. Catherine's all ready. So lovely to see Catherine. Catherine actually sent her. I got a bit emotional earlier because lots of people have been sending all our pictures on our Discord group in our Patreon, and everyone's with their bottles ready and their drinks. So thank you so much for that, because that was just like, oh, everyone's ready for a beer and for a chat, including Kevin B. Yo, happy 100. So thank you too much. And Kevin's asking, are we taking 100 shots? Oh my gosh. Oh, so every time we say what word, you have to take a shot. Come on, give us some ideas in the comments of every time. So let's have a look at that.
Every time somebody can get tallywhacker into a question and it makes sense, or the two keywords are tallywhacker and discombobulate. If you can get that into a sentence and it be meaningful, I'll have a shot of bourbon. I can't say any fairer than that.
Oh my gosh. Good luck with that then. And thank you, Rose, for our £10 super chat. So thank you very, very much. Gosh, people have been very, very generous. So really appreciate that. Right, let's go to the next question. What do we have? There's Kevin yo. So where's the next question?
Come on, honey.
I got it. So did you get to pull any of the halyards or braces, or are you all the machine winches? Takes me back to an old career. Ropes. Is this about I guess it's about Raw Clipper.
Raw Clipper. You'll find out, not the episode that's coming out tomorrow, but the episode that's coming out next week. Yes. You'll find out about ropes and stuff.
Because Paulie helps put the sails up.
Oh, well, you'll find out now then. No. You'll find out now, OMI5 secret keeper here. God almighty. See how long she kept that secret?
Still haven't finished the video for tomorrow. So,
what?
Oh my gosh.
But in all fairness, if you're good at editing as you are keeping a secret, we'll be fine, won't we? You can picture the
Mandy and Chris are here.
Hang on a minute. You can picture the thumbnail now. You've never got guess what we did on this cruise. Well, we will guess actually, because Carole's already blabbed it all out. Oh, I don't know.
You said it in the last end of the
Hello,
last
Amanda.
Oh dear. So and Michael's here from Foothill Ranch, California. Thank you for the joy you bring us all year. Thank you so much. So let's see. Anna's saying, well done on your 100. Live. Here's to another 100. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, would indeed. Yeah. Oxtra was just reiterating on Raw Clipper, yes. That is. So Mike's here from North Carolina. Congrats on number 100. Hello, all from North Carolina. Hello, so thank you so much for joining us. And Alison saying special live today. And Morris is here. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back, Paul and Carole. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Morris.
So, Carole, with your fancy 4-color pens, do you use specific colors for specific things when you're taking notes whilst cruising?
Yes, she does.
I do, actually. I've got my...
Scary.
See, this is how sad I am. I've got my 4-color pens. See, this one is actually got greens, pinks, purples. This one's got green, well, dark green, red, black, and blue. I know. So thank you for asking, but I do like to have mine sort of color coordinated through my book. Actually, the reason I use different colors is for it to separate so I can see things easier, but thank you for that. Right. Tina's here, so lovely to see you here. And Rosemary's here too. So thank you so much. And Reese is saying, congratulations on your 100th live show. We've just made it home today after a little cruise on Arcadia. She looks new again after the refit. Merry Christmas, everybody. That's good to hear because she's just had a bit of like I say, a refit, hasn't she? So it's good to see.
Arcadia,
we haven't done Arcadia. No, we'd love to do Arcadia because we thoroughly enjoyed our time on Aurora. And Arcadia is the same Vista class as Queen Victoria and as the Oosterdam, the ship that we thoroughly enjoyed on Howe. So we do need to get on Arcadia because she is the size and set out of ship that we actually do love. So that's good to hear. We're hearing that obviously Queen Elizabeth, we were talking in our members live last night, that Queen Elizabeth is going in for a refit before she goes to the Caribbean. So that'll be interesting to see what they're doing. They've actually did say, for those interested, if I can get that.
Is it more interesting in the Pen story?
I think it is more interesting in the Pen story. That there's going to be new feature fittings in the Commodore Club and the Queen's Room. They're doing a new dance floor, soft furnishings, etc. There. They're actually going to add what they've got on Queen Anne, which is the Wellness Cafe, which I think will be a great addition because that's fantastic on Queen Anne at the Pavilion Pool. And there's upgrades to the grills restaurants. And if you're watching Ken, but I know Ken's got, but this is for you when you watch it on Catch Up, they're doing some stateroom, enhanced in-room entertainment, as well as new USB ports. Now, when we were on a cruise on Queen Victoria, we had a huge debate amongst our group about USB ports. Are they important or not? And Ken and Lindsay didn't feel they were important by the bed. But to us, I think it's quite important to have that access to charging stuff when you've got multiple stuff. But even though they charge lots of stuff, they didn't seem it was important, which was really interesting, wasn't it?
I think a USB is not very important. If you're desperado to charge something, they're very slow to charge things, obviously, because you're not using your lightning plug. Oh, it sounds like I know what I'm talking about.
You could be if you've got USB-C.
Oh, would you have to confuse it? I've only just got used to USB. don't start seeing me, lady. But a USB is ideal by the bed because you can plug your phone into that, and obviously because you got all night, it's nice and charged in the morning.
Yes.
And if you see what our charging desk is like on Queen Victoria, there's about 7. It's like that's what I was saying, like Jodrell Bank.
I don't know.
Carole doesn't know what that means. If you know what Jodrell Bank is and you understand what I'm talking about, just put a thumbs up. Just put Jodrell Bank thumbs up, or Tallywhacker thumbs up,
or discombobulated.
Or discombobulate. Oh no, I have to have a shot then, don't I?
Yes. Rock Doc's in the house. So lovely to see Rock Doc as well. I just seen that pop up. So thank you so much for joining us. Let me just see that there. So yes, so Rock Doc's just kindly give us a super chat. So thank you much, Keith. Congratulations on reaching 100 lives and making ours merrier along the way. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for being part of our Discord group, because Keith is full of very Keith knows everything about everything. He's a very knowledgeable man.
So Keith is very similar to me. He knows everything about everything, and I know nothing about nothing. So does that make us sort of we're like yin and yang?
Possibly.
Shall I read these names out now?
No, not yet.
Oh.
So Gillian says she got a glass of wine ready to celebrate return of Paul and Carole on the 100th live, and it's nearly Christmas. I know, it's mad, isn't it? Absolutely mad that it's and Keith's just saying, what shenanigans do we think PNC will get up to tonight? We'll just stay tuned, because you just never know how these lives are going to go.
It depends how many times discombobulate comes up.
Yes, true. Travel Lizzie Luz is here. So hi, Lizzie. Tony's here from Florida, which I'm sure you're having some nicer weather than we're having here. So let's have a look.
We know Tony was here because he gave us a super chat, didn't he?
Yes, I know. But I like to say when people are from different places, because it's nice to.
How's the weather? How's the weather in Florida, Tony? Because who was it just been to Florida? And they said
Mark and Sheila.
Yeah, terrible weather.
Oh. Sherry's here as well, but has to go off. And Tina's saying that shenanigans, great word. It is.
Great word.
Gillian's here from Ontario in Kincardine. Have my glass of web celebrate your 100th live. Congratulations. Thank you so much. And lots of people saying congratulations. So thank you, Laura. And Alfie's in the room. We've just spent a fantastic 11 days with Alfie, one of the loveliest men you could ever meet, and just so funny, so quick. You and him were just like that, weren't you?
He was a very bad influence.
He wasn't. So thank you for coming, Alfie, and we can't wait till we cruise again with you.
It was an absolute pleasure.
It was. It certainly was. So lots more congratulations from Carole. So let's see.
Do you realise if you click on Yvonne's comment, that's the first comment for 7 o'clock. So everything
is it? Yeah. Oh wow! Right, Davina's here as well. So thank you for Davina and congratulations. And travel with Johnny and Will. Good evening, happy 100th live folks from us both on the Pauline Morgan fan club, also known as Poppy and Noah. John.
I think Noah, Poppy and Noah are Johnny and Will's dogs, and they're divine. Noah tolerates me. Poppy hates me with a passion. You know when you see those old cartoons and somebody looks at a person and they turn into like a big chicken leg or a steak? That's what happened every time Poppy looked at me. He could see a big T-bone steak and all he wanted to do was bite me. She wanted to do was bite me. Yeah. But I love her all the same.
Johnny and Will took them they get taken to see Santa. Oh, you must follow Johnny and Will on social media because they put some great stuff on there. And go check out their puppies, going to see Santa.
Yes, they would definitely, Johnny and Will and Poppy and Noah would definitely put a Christmas smile on your face.
They will indeed. So Elaine's here, so hello Paul and Carole, but sorry, can he spell? No worries. So, and Craig's here. Craig went on giveaway last night on our members live, didn't he? So we're catching up in January as well, so that'll be great. I'm going to definitely watch the first one again. Yeah. So,
the trouble is, Craig, we've got a bit of a situation because obviously we're going to have to use he won the backpack, didn't he? Did he win the backpack?
He did. He won the backpack and the charger set.
So we're going to be putting all our clothes in the backpack to come to London, but coming back, we're going to have to, or maybe I'll just have to pull my shirt out like this, you know, like when you're scrumping for apples.
Yeah.
And just put all dirty clothes in there, and I'll just have to do the whole train journey back home with all my clothes in my lap.
No, we've decided we're going to bring a little case, haven't we, to put the backpack in. So it'll be.
I think they realise I wasn't going to.
No, I know. But some people say, "Oh, don't win a giveaway from Paul and Carole because they put all their dirty clothes in there."
No, it's clean clothes going. Clean clothes going, dirty coming back. Does anybody know what scrumping is? That's the next question for you.
We used to do it a lot as kids.
Yeah.
Tina's just asking, considering how nervous you were to do your first live, how do you feel about the 100th? We're pretty chilled about the lives now, aren't we?
I think despite the fact that I got the rhino horn on because I need my haircut in, at 23, if we go a bit astronauty, at T minus 23 seconds, I was still stood in front of the mirror trying to do something with this.
Yes.
So it's fair to say I was never, you may have realised that I talk a lot, even not so much on the lives because, gabbling Gabby over there, you got a job to get it. Oh, thumbs up.
Ooh.
You got a job to get a word in edgeways.
Thumbs up, that'd be cool.
I think that was me, went like that. But all we were genuinely worried about was the tech going wrong. And we said that earlier. Because we're idiots, we wouldn't have known what to have done. We'd have carried on talking. We did do a live. I don't know how long ago it was. And Dan the Cruiser, who I haven't seen his name in the chat tonight yet, but we were doing a joint live with him where he was fielding questions, and he ended up doing about 15 minutes of live on his own because we didn't even realize for ages that we weren't even taking part. And then we had one of them swirly things, you know, buffeting or whatever they're called.
Yes,
but no, not.
I think setting it up now, I'm really comfortable with it. We do it through StreamYard. The StreamYard's fees are going up quite astronomically, so we may have to revisit that. But from a tech side, I feel quite comfortable with it now, and it's, you know, doesn't let us down unless the Wi-Fi isn't good, which is why we haven't been doing them when we've been traveling, because we've had some lives that actually the signal wasn't very good and the quality wasn't good, and I'd rather wait till we get home so that we've got some good. And
as you can tell, we've got the tech sorted because we don't get any light shining in our glasses or nothing.
Well, I don't know where that's coming from. It's just.
Is that your right glasses?
Well, I've got both glasses. Look, if I put these on as well.
We'll put them on over top of the other ones.
If I put them on as well.
Oh, that's much better.
Have I still got glass?
That's much better.
They're steaming up now. I need to clean them.
But they are better, definitely.
I need a cleaner.
Yeah.
You got a cleaner.
See I'll have a scrub. So
they're definitely better. What are you scrolling for?
So Tony will remain. He says, "Well done, turn up." Thank you very much, Tony.
Oh, look at Paulie.
And
I'm out of a job.
Nick and Tracy, cheers. Bottom up. Yeah, I might as well just move across now. Get over there.
I just pop it. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, I was enjoying being on there.
And Sue Hawks, congratulations for your 100th live. Oh, thanks, Sue. That's very nice of you to say. And congratulations, Paul and Carole, and happy Christmas from Heather M.
Ooh.
So so well, you know,
Heather's in Hobart.
I just thinking now it's 25 past. That's probably long enough, isn't it, for our
Oh, hello again. Is that better?
Yeah. Maybe just as an idea, put some on the screen. I need to show them.
What, like?
I need to go get some ice.
We go get some ice.
No, put some on there to show the nice people.
What do you want me to show?
Well, you know, like what we look like from our first ever live.
That one?
Yeah, look at that.
Why didn't you just bring the bucket in? Or put some in a...
So this would have been great if we hadn't been talking, wouldn't it?
Anyway, so there you are.
I'm still in the room, honestly.
So there's our first live. As you see, Sean is asking the question. So, like I say, so many people you've supported us right from the start. So I'll have to keep that on until Paul comes. I don't know why he's doesn't want to be seen on the screen running in and out. All right.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'll tell you something. I'm really good. I'm really good at showing my voice.
Are you?
Hello.
Yeah. There he is. So maybe this is a good point to go into. Where's that gone?
Don't take that off there, because they might all be gone when you put it back on.
No, just to say, because this is a picture, and you wanted to give a shout out, didn't you, to all the people that have been with us right from the start. So do you want to go do that shout out now, or are you going to wait a little while?
I can do it now if you want.
Go for it.
Now, well, take that off though, because surely they want to see my lovely face as I'm doing it.
Make your mind up.
Now, I apologise in advance because it was quite difficult. I didn't really know what I was doing, it's the truth. So I was trying to scroll through everybody, and Carole showed me what to do, but she had to straighten her hair. And anyway, but this is people who have been supporting us right from the start, and I apologise in advance. And all these people were on our very first ever live. We're starting with Innocents Abroad, Bob and Holly, who we've just been on a cruise with, Heather M, who's in the chat tonight, Tina Webber, Johnny and Will. The nice thing was, we spoke to Johnny and Will earlier on Messenger, and Carole said, you know, you were on our first ever live. And Johnny said, were we? So we made a big impression. Hops Travel, Emma Cruises, Lizzie Lou, Cruise Boys, Ken and Lindsay, Anton Glenn, Jerry Capstick, Sean McCrudden, Tess Tinker, Cruise Monkeys, Dan the Cruiser, Gary Benbridge, Dave Holland, Life in the Parks, Bridget Conroy, Tony G.
Yes.
And if there's anybody I missed, may I offer you my humblest apologies. It's because I was discombobulated.
Discombobulated. Yes. So where were we? So okay. So let's look for the next question. So that was. So now I've got my glasses on. I can't see very well. So Lynn's here, so congratulations, an amazing achievement. And Claire's here too, so lovely to see Claire. Forgot to check in, been here ages. Evening, lovelies. So, and Jerry's here, he just mentioned on the list too.
Jerry was there.
Congratulations on the 100. So many people saying congrats. And Alf is saying Feliz Navidad. Oh, me and Ken was singing that all the time we were away.
And I tell you something, it wasn't annoying at all.
Well, Alfie was with us when we were in Malaga. I don't know if you've ever been to Malaga, but Malaga I thought was going to be quite an industrial sort of city. It wasn't going to be very pretty.
I didn't think it was going to be industrial. I thought it was going to be, I just think of Malaga and I just think party. And I just thought it was going to be a bit tacky and a bit cheesy. Whereas there was some beautiful architecture, and it was really, and I'm like, you know, don't want to sound like a silly Billy, but it was really, really Spanish.
Yes.
If you got dropped there, if you were put in the middle of the city and then they took the blindfold off you, it'd take you about 30 seconds to realise you were somewhere in Spain. which is how I consider. Whereas you can be in some places anywhere in the world, and they could
Yeah,
drop you
that's
there,
true.
and you think, I have got no clue
Idea
where
I
I am.
am. But we were in Malaga, which, like we said before, we've normally flown in there to go on holiday in southern Spain, but we've never cruised there. And you know, it was probably one of our favourite ports of the whole trip, wasn't it? And we had a late departure, so we weren't leaving till like 10 o'clock at night or 9 o'clock at night. So we were able to see that changeover from day to night. And that, I think, is really important. If you're booking or looking for a cruise in December or a Christmas type cruise, get an itinerary that has some port times that are in the evening, because a port in the day is very different to a port at night.
Totally.
And we were having some tapas with Alfie and just having a chat, and we thought, right, let's go for another walk around and look at some more lights. And as soon as we walked out, Feliz Navidad come on, and we just happened to be in the right place at the right time in this square, and it's making me go goosey now. And this whole street in front of us started doing like a light show come dance, wasn't it? It was absolutely magical.
I mean,
and
Alfie,
it was amazing.
Alfie knows the truth that me and Alfie, we got together about 8-9 months ago, and we planned this meticulously down to the finest detail, down to the second, where we could go and get a bit of tapas, have a drink, and then Alfie give me the nod because he was looking at his watch, because I don't have a watch, and we knew then it was time to leave to walk down the alleyway straight out into the main street for the light show. And I have to say, Alfie, it worked well. Worked perfectly.
Well, that was a lovely surprise.
It was, and you're very welcome.
No, but we just happened to be there at the right time, didn't we? And it was absolutely amazing.
I just told you. I'll tell you what.
I don't know. Anyway, Clinton's here. Where's Clinton driving today?
Our favourite lorry driver on the planet.
Yes. Listen as I drive through a snowstorm in North Dakota, heading back to Saskatchewan. Well, stay safe, Clinton, please. Merry Christmas to you and everyone. Oh, that's fair play. I wonder how many miles you do a year. Have you ever counted up? Because you're all over the country, isn't he?
Well, I don't know. With in England, Clinton, this is going out to you. Lorry drivers have a thing called a tachograph, and it's like a piece of paper that you lift your speedo up, you put the piece of paper in, put the speedo back down, and it's got a pen in there, and it says all about
it's not technology than that these days.
No, I don't think so. Well, Clinton's going to tell me, is it all digital now? But it will tell you.
Type he's driving.
You don't have. Well, who typed that then? If you ever needed more proof of what I have to put up with.
Oh, dear.
But
do let us know.
Is that such a thing in the US? Is it digital now? I mean, I don't know. You know, when you get home in 17 hours' time, Clinton, can you? Because obviously you can't type now.
Maybe does it voice activating?
Well, voice activate it and give us the answer then.
Oh, dear. So Steve here's Alive in the Park. So good to see you. And Rosa saying, remember to hit the like button. Yes, please do. Any interaction with any of our videos, a thumbs up, or even a comment after we finish by just saying Feliz Navidad. That would be a good one. Yes, right. Feliz Navidad on all of our videos on YouTube. That would be really good.
There's only 3 comments we want. It's Feliz Navidad, it's Tallywhacker, or it's Discombobulate.
Yes.
Any of those 3. I want this to be the world record breaker for Paul and Carole for the most comments on a live.
Yes. So
obviously,
and that's a live, not now,
but obviously not you, Clinton, because you're driving.
No, exactly. Nick and Tracy say, what's the best thing about doing a live?
Well, I mean, obviously, it's like the care in the community working with Carole, isn't it? Really.
I love it because it's in the moment and we're chatting to you. I know we can't see you and you can just see us, but I love it that we've got this community that we have such a lot of banter with, and I love it. And sometimes we don't talk about cruising at all. Well, we do, but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. And I think I'm going to give you I'm going to go into proper my dad mode and give you an analogy, and you'll look at me and think, oh my God, or you'll think, yeah, I know where you're coming from. Many, many years ago when the Harry Potter books came out, and I started reading them before the films, but when I got about 3 books in, the films had come out. And then when you're reading the book, because you've seen the films, you can visualize all the characters. Now, because there's lots of people now in the chat that we've met, when you make a comment, I can visualize you saying it. Now, I don't know if that sounds like really weird, but it's I can picture you, and you know, whether you're like taking the mickey or having a laugh or whatever, or it's a serious question, I can visualize that, and that's why the more of you we meet, the better it is. It's fabulous, and it just gives you that extra dimension that
yeah, I totally agree.
It was.
I think one of the best things that's come out of us having a YouTube channel is the community that we've met.
Totally.
And just like we say, we've met a lot of you now, and hopefully a lot more in the future. And we've got to meet up in January with all our patrons again, and we can't wait, can we? So so that's brilliant. So Yvonne's on this very special occasion, please remember to give it a thumbs up. Yes, please do. And Mark's here, Mark and Sheila. Hi there, congratulations. Remember your first live too. Yes, you were very nervous. We haven't watched it back ourselves, but we must. I might put it on Facebook tomorrow actually and say, look, we did our 100th last night. Now go and watch our first. Or maybe I'll watch it and think, oh, please don't. So, Shreds and Threads saying congratulations, as is Elaine. Steve's just asking, hope QV was good. We were on in February and had a lovely time, except lots of people complain about engine vibration in the MDR. How was it this time? We didn't feel any.
Well, we only went to the MDR twice.
Yeah.
But the twice we were in there, we didn't have any issues at all.
No, not at all.
So
the reason we went to the MDR twice is we had one okay experience in there and one very good experience in MDR. But every time we looked at the menus, they didn't really excite us, did they? And what excited us more was in the Lido buffet, they had a lot of theme nights like Indian night, Chinese night, it was an Asian food night, and different. They had German night. They had different things. They had a Spanish night. So, and because there was a lot of football on there's 4 games of football during our cruise, and there was other things that we wanted to go and see around the ship. We felt that the MDR, the experience took too long for us to enjoy everything that was going on.
There was a lot of football, and in my defence, there was only one game that affected the evening dining, which was when there
was a few more products. We ended up in the old Winter Garden. We spent a lot of time in the Winter Garden because of the football. But anyway, but we didn't. I can't remember feeling any vibration there. Can you at all?
No.
So no. So I wonder. And were we upstairs or downstairs?
Oh, I can't remember. Upstairs. Downstairs. In our dressing gown stairs.
So that would make a difference, obviously, but we didn't experience any. So let me just go for there. So there's just another. Let's have a look at that, because I've just seen another super chat pop up, and I want to say a big thank you to Google Claire. So thank you so much. Merry Christmas and Happy 100th. Much love from us both. That's very, very kind. You honestly don't need to be so generous, but yes, we'll be seeing Claire.
I'm going to give you a big snuggle when I see you, Claire. Or if you don't want a big snuggle, give us another 20 quid.
Oh, he's a cheeky monkey.
Yeah, but if she wants a big snuggle,
well, I'm sure she'd prefer a big snuggle.
Yes.
So let's have a look at what other questions have we got. So my glasses are steaming up again. Can you spot a question?
Well, I wasn't looking, mate. I thought that was your job. Oh, you just went past one. You're going too fast. There, Steve.
That's the one we've just done.
Oh, well, and you didn't say it had to be a new question. You said, can you spot the question?
Lucy's mum's here, so lovely to see you.
Do you know, and I'm going to say now, if I'm wrong, I apologise, but I think Lucy's mum might have been on the first.
I'm sure there's a few that we missed off, so I do apologise. Yes. Mark and Sheila said they were there as well. So, but so many people were there.
There were so many random names on there, like Starship, whatever. I didn't see Mark's name, but I did see a Sheila, but it was only Sheila, so I wasn't 100% sure who that was.
So. And Mike's saying 30,000 subscribers just around the corner, another reason for live drinks. Well, hopefully. Our subscribers have come to a little bit. They've slowed down quite a bit, but we're still growing, which is the main thing. So as Paul said earlier, if you do watch our lives or watch any of our videos, do check that you've hit the subscription button, because it is often, people say, I've been watching your videos for 3 years now, and I haven't been subscribed. So do check that, because it really does help.
It does. I'll give you a little story that made me smile. When we were on Gary Bembridge's group cruise, a man came up to me and he said, we were getting towards the end of the cruise, and he's one of Gary's Patreons. And he said, oh, apparently you've got a YouTube channel. It's like, yeah, we got a YouTube channel, yeah, because Gary had asked us to join in with some of his chats he was doing and talking about being on YouTube. And he said, I said, I've never seen anything of you. He said, have you got many videos? I swear, I said, I think it's about 900 or maybe 1,000. And he's like, oh, really? So, you know, there's people, and there was genuinely people that have been following Gary, been following Emma. You could rattle off 20 names. And they said, genuinely, we have never, ever seen your channel come up on YouTube.
And we were talking to Ken and Lindsay and Bob and Holly about it when we were away, because there's people that obviously follow us that don't follow them. And it's just weird, isn't it? Because you think that most people will see everyone, but you don't. But anyway, so please do if you haven't already.
There's thousands of us doing it, but nobody got a haircut like this.
Exactly. Mike saying, congrats on 100th and come on, you Spurs. Yeah, football later. Football later. So Paul Noel says, congratulations. And Elaine's just asking, how has the way you do the lives changed over time?
Well, what I used to do, Elaine, is I never even used to wear glasses on the lives, even though on the first one I have got glasses on, but could never see the questions. So I position myself now where I might have to lean forward just a little bit, but I can see the questions as well. So to say I was just a backseat driver would be an understatement. But now, I lean forward and
you've learned to read.
I learned to read. I mean, as you can see earlier, Elaine. I mean, I took control. I mean, Carole's sort of superfluous now because I can do it all. I don't know how to schedule it or what StreamYard is or anything like that. But as long as Carole could set everything up and make sure it was all okay, I could do it on my own. But obviously, you know, I'm the eye candy, she's the brains, so it wouldn't work.
Philippa's here too, so love to see Philippa. So thank you for joining. So let's have a look. And Annie and Christina here from Morton on the Marsh. Congratulations, you brighten up our Thursday evenings. Well, thank you so much. So congratulations on the best. Well done. Loads of people saying, Claire, did you mention Claire? Oh, you're in the doghouse. Just check back on the first live and we were there. Paulie's glasses were on their tour and Thomas at the time, and good memories. I wonder if they were on their tour on.
Well, I had glasses on, but I think when I looked at them, they didn't seem to have any rims around them. So I don't know if they were.
So apologies, Claire.
Yeah, no, I said I did do a preemptive apology. If you've never tried to go through the chat, Carole's like, well, what you have to do, you have to go to 10 minutes and then you got chat. It doesn't show the whole chat for the whole live stream. So I had to move forward, scroll down, move forward, scroll down. And obviously I think there could possibly have been, which there obviously was, a bit of an overlap. So I do apologise. No, I haven't written it down, Claire, but
Corin's saying the gingerbread video was great use of your big pole, Paul.
It was. It got a bit wobbly. It got a bit wobbly at one time because it was a bit heavy. But, you know, we've all got our crosses to bear.
Does Paulie Morgan ever get told off when he gets his big pole out and wangs it around?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
I've got towed off in Angkor Wat.
Yes.
Literally, security came running up and had a massive show off in Angkor Wat at about 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And I got towed off at the top of the Visit Boston Tower, or whatever it's called.
The Prudential Tower.
Prudential Tower, but it's where you can look all over Boston.
Yeah.
And
the security told him off for hanging it over the edge.
The third time, well, this wasn't the third time, but one of the three was I was on the Staten Island ferry with a very naughty boy called Kevin Benez.
Yes.
And I got towed off because the security guard said, "Hey, buddy, you can't fish off here."
Is that your New York
That's
accent?
My New York accent, you know. Just visualize somebody from Hey, I'm fishing here.
So, yeah. Gillian's just got off Zuadama, and their gingerbread village was awesome, including windmills.
Oh.
And Paul, you're right. The smell of gingerbread permeates everything in the area. Yeah, it's lovely.
But only this is the first time ever for me.
I can't remember smelling it before, but there was this time.
It was very strong, wasn't it?
But I mean, most cruise ships do them, don't they?
I mean, it could have been because one of the gingerbread houses had a real fire in it.
And David said that they were on QV there just before we got on. Yeah, a lot of people were on the 4-day, weren't they? Including a few of our patrons that thoroughly enjoyed it. And what was very annoying is the pub, they've changed the menu now over, so it's the same as Queen Anne. So on your voyage, David, the old menu was there because Anne and Philippa and a few other people have verified that, which had the chicken tikka masala and had the pies on. No, there's no pie or no curry to be seen in the pub on Queen Victoria, and they don't have a specials board like Queen Anne. So that was gutting, really, because we do love the pub food, but the bonus about them changing the menu to do with old Michelle Roux, why you need someone like that to do a pub menu, I never know. It should be just a proper pub, English pub menu. Is that because the menu's changed, there's hardly anyone in the pub, so you could get a seat. But so I don't know. It's I don't know. And also one thing that Paulie learnt too was there was no Thatcher's Gold in the pub. Shock horror, but you could get it in the Commodore Club and you could get it in a few other bars. So Paul, after a little while, went to the reception, didn't you? I don't know if you want to tell the story.
After 4 days of crying myself to sleep, I thought, how annoying when you see something, Facebook post, whatever. Oh, I can't believe this happened on my cruise, blah, 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 blah. And then somebody says, well, did you go to reception and tell them about it? No. So what I did after crying myself to sleep for 4 nights, I went to reception and I spoke to a lovely lady and I said about the Thatcher's Gold. And she looked at me like I was an alien because she didn't know what Thatcher's Gold was. I don't think she could even understand my West Country accent, to be honest, or my Forest Dean accent. So I wrote it all down for her. And I also brought up about the pie and the chicken tikka masala. And she said, I'll ring you, Mr. Morgan. And true to her word, she rang me. When we got back to the room, there was a flashing light on the phone and pressed the button. Oh, Mr. Morgan, just to let you know, we're so sorry that the Thatcher's Gold was out of stock yesterday. So they started off with a bit of a fib, which did annoy me because it wasn't out of stock yesterday. It was out of stock for the whole 4 days. But I can assure you that it will be stocked from today for the rest of the cruise. So that very evening, we were going for a drink in Ken and Lindsay's ginormous inside cabin.
Make sure you check out their video. They should be out this weekend. They had a large inside cabin on
Game
Queen
changer
Victoria.
of an inside cabin.
Yeah.
So we were going there because they took some wine on board, as did Carole. But I thought, well, this is the perfect opportunity to go to the pub. And so go in, and I didn't sit down or anything because I was taking it away, in effect. So I went straight to the bar and said, oh, can I have a Thatcher's Gold, please? And the barman said, yes, you can. And out he went and got me a Thatcher's Gold. Off I went to Ken and Lindsay's I was like a dog with 7 tails. That's the polite version, if anybody knows that saying. Later that night, we went back to the pub, seating down areas, live music on, it's all going on, it's great. Waiter comes across, can I have a Thatcher's Gold, please? No, sorry, sir, we haven't got any Thatcher's Gold. Oh, I think you'll find that you have. No, we definitely haven't. I said, well, look, I'm not going to have a show off, but what I'd like you to do, please, is just go to the bar and speak to the barman and ask him if he's got any Thatcher's Gold. And he, to be fair, he looked at me like, well, what's this knobber on about? Because, I work here. And then he came back and he said, oh, actually, sir, we have got some Thatcher's Gold. So it was almost like a default setting that if you asked any of the waiters for Thatcher's Gold, they said no.
But I think because they hadn't been updated. Because the service was superb.
But after that,
superb around the ship.
It was. Yeah. And after that, you couldn't go wrong. But obviously, every time I went in there, can I have a pie, please? No.
But just goes to show, as Paul said, the biggest tip is if you are on a ship and you're unhappy about something, go to reception and talk about it, because mostly 99% of the time they'll sort it for you if they can. But it's guaranteed that when you get home, if you complain about that, they definitely won't be able to sort it out. Exactly. Just spotted Tina said for a $9.99 super chat. So thank you so much, Tina. That's very, very generous.
Yes,
I appreciate
you,
that. So let's have a look at the next question. Where were we?
Oh, I don't know any. I've seen somebody say something about Jodrell Bank.
No, I know, but there's good to see you enjoyed. Yes, so it's David, wasn't it? We were talking to you. Congratulations. Here's to the next 100. Rosemary says, well, hopefully we'll continue as long as people come to watch and want to chat with us. We will always continue these, because actually a lot of people say to us, which makes our day, is that Thursday nights are a favorite time for them, and it is a favorite time for us too, isn't it, Paulie?
We do thoroughly enjoy it, and that's why we're going to be doing one next Boxing Day, in case we haven't already told you.
Yes, we put it to our patrons and that, and said about, next Thursday's Boxing Day in the UK, and obviously people will be doing Christmas and stuff. But I think we're home from friends and we're seeing families on different days, so we're free that evening.
Yeah.
So we thought, if you want to join us next Boxing Day at 7:00, same time, same place, then please do, and we can have a chat. So Frank and Jen from New Mexico here. So lovely to see you.
Yes.
And Nick's got the look. You got to have a shot. Does Paul get discombobulated when he has too much tallywhacker? Shot.
That was all good. Now, if Nick could have ended that sentence with, "Does Paul get discombobulated when he has too much Thatcher's Gold?" But what's tallywhacker?
Well, it's obviously a drink, isn't it?
Well, no, it's not. I'll tell you what a tallywhacker is. It's not a drink. Not a drink that I want to be drinking out of anyway.
You have to have a shot.
No, because it is that doesn't make sense.
Tallywhacker.
You don't want to Google a tallywhacker. No, you don't, mate. Believe me, you don't want to Google a tallywhacker.
Let me, because I don't know what it is. Oh, no, don't then. And Becky G saying, "Because what does tallywhacker mean? I got all discombobulated looking it up." Oh yes, don't look it up. Oh, Kevin B saying, "I was discombobulated after a visit from the tallywhackers." Oh
yes, but no, it's all out of context.
Yes, it is. Laura saying, "What were you discombobulated when Carole said let's start this channel and do a live?"
Oh well,
because what's the meaning of discombobulated?
It means you're all confused and stuff. A bit like you when you're all your words get
confused and disconcerted.
Yeah, precisely.
Yeah, it's just like me. Don't do it on the big side. That's a doubler. You can't know.
But what I'm going to do, I'm a man of my word, but I don't like bourbon, so I'm going to stick it in there.
I don't like bourbon. Oh dear, this is going to get messy.
But it's got to be in context. We can't have it out of context. Like
look, this is a good one. Mike saying, "Do you ever get discombobulated trying to get back to the ship in Newport?" Yes, we do. No. No, you can't. No.
You're making me spill now. Don't do that. Maybe you bloody waste bourbon.
You can't do. No, don't be silly.
I'm down to my last 9 litres of bourbon, so I can't waste it.
Don't be silly. And look what he's doing now. Right. Frank and Jen saying, "What is on your Christmas menu?" We don't know yet because we're going to friends and we've been asking them for a list of what we need to bring, and they haven't been forthcoming, though we know them very well. So we're sure there's going to be a lovely bit of turkey, some lovely.
As long as it's not roast tallywhacker, I don't mind.
No, exactly. Oh, it'd be like being on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Oh dear. So yes, and lots of it'll be our Christmas menu will be lots of. We're going to actually.
I just remembered. It's a good job you said that.
I bet the pudding you're going to take.
Get the pudding.
Yes, we did say Marks and Spencer's do some fantastic puddings. We don't make them ourselves, but we're going to take some of those.
But I do drive to Marks and Spencer's myself, so it's sort of homemade. Marks and Spencer's have got this thing, and it's called it's a cross between a cookie and a brownie, and it is spectacular. And you have to warm it up in the oven. Oh man, it's so good. And
you wouldn't want to put your tallywhacker in the oven, though, would you?
No. They had something. Very, very similar on the QV cruise, if you remember.
Yeah, we went to the buffet and we looked at this big. It was like a paella pan, wasn't it? It was a huge paella pan, and in there it looked like sort of this brown mess. To be quite frank, didn't it?
Well, that's strong, honey.
I bet it is strong. More Coke. What are you doing? There's more Coke there.
No, I need some ice.
Oh God, he's off again. And they had it in a big paella, like frying pan, and it looked like sort of this brownie sort of mix with all bits in. And actually, what it was mixed up like cookies. So Paul said, "Oh, I'm gonna have a bit of that." I thought, "Oh my God, I love cookies, but that's just gonna be so sickly." So we came back with have you got don't make a mess, mate, all over my computer. You got too many now. Anyway, so he came back with this big bowl full of ice cream and this cookie dough pudding. And oh my God, Paul started eating. I said, "What's it like?" He said, "Oh my God, it's delicious." I had one mouthful. It was so sweet. It was just crazy. But you couldn't even finish it, could you, Paulie?
Well, what? when I went to get some dessert, because I'd already seen it there, the bowls for desserts was little tiny ones, like a size of a little cup. And I thought, that just won't do because I'm going to have a bit of ice cream on that. And then I saw a lady in front of me and she'd cut across. And I thought the irony of this, she'd gone to the salad bar, got a massive dish, which is what you go to the salad bar with. And then she came across and had a humongous portion of the chocolate cookie thing. And then about 4 litres of ice cream on top of it. The portion I bought back was small in comparison. But I looked at her, I said, fair play.
You struggled. You love sweet stuff, but you
it was
you had about half of it, didn't you? I suppose. Yeah. But Alison Bates is saying, "Oh, I've got lots of these 4-colour pencils. I've got one that's got a pencil in it as well."
Oh, that's next level.
Oh my god, that is just level, like. Mate. I've got pencils that are like that. Well, they're not like that at all. They're just a pencil. No, they're clicky pencils.
Just remember, I'm the one that's been having the shots.
No, they are clicky pencils. They're not like just lead pencils. But they obviously got lead in them because that's what
you're not helping yourself at all, mate, are you?
So let's see. Jerry's saying, has customs ever confiscated your tallywhacker and did they discombobulate it? No, not so far, thankfully. Oh my gosh. Paul's asking, did we ever stay in any of the ports? We had an overnight in Lisbon and went nightclubbing. End up at a place called Disco Mobobulate. We didn't
discombobulate. See, look, slipped it past. I'm the one who's been having the shots, and that still got past her.
No, we didn't. We did stay into Lisbon till 11 o'clock.
I just love how long. I wonder how long he was thinking that up for. That's quality. Well, I better have another shot.
No. So, but Lisbon, always a great port. Is that our 4th time, do you think, we've been to Lisbon? We did have our Cunard put a shuttle bus on, which is always good to see. They put a shuttle bus on in Malaga and in Lisbon.
It was a shuttle bus that took longer to get into town than walking.
Well, Lisbon's got a lot of roadworks going on at the moment, and it's got a one-way system. So it took about 30 minutes to go on the shuttle.
It was
through quite rough and ready areas. To be quite frank,
35 minutes, and we saw all the downsides of Lisbon. And we went in on our own, and Alfie and Ken and Lindsay were going to join us later. This is where the confusion started. So we had a good old mooch round, a couple of Christmas markets and pastel donatas, which was lovely.
But that was the first time we had one of them.
It was, and they were fab. And then we had a second time for one of them a bit later. But then we found a little bar, and it was one of those jambon whatever, where they got all the hams.
Jamboree.
Jamboree, I think that's what the brown is doing, or whatever. It was a jamboree. So we had a lovely ham sandwich, and then Alfie messaged us and said, right, I'm gonna walk into town. And we're like, oh my god, Alfie walks a lot. And I'm thinking, that's impressive.
It's not unusual for Alfie to do like 20,000 steps. We're knackered after like 11,000, aren't we?
But we're thinking, it's 35 minutes on the bus. Alfie's gonna walk. Well, when are we gonna see him? Like 2 hours time? Anyway, 10 minutes later.
Yeah.
Right, I'm in the square with the black horse. So we'd gone through a square that had a big statue with a black horse on. So I send him a picture. What, this square? And it was a picture of the black horse. Yeah, that's the one. So I said, I'll come and get you, because I thought it was easier, because it was only a 5-minute walk to go and get him and bring him back. So I go to the square with the black horse. There's no sign of Alfie. So I message him, right, well, I'm here, mate. I'm next to the tuk-tuks. Well, there ain't no tuk-tuks where we are. So I phoned Carole. She's like, well, I'll message him. So I go back to the jamboree, and Carole said, I'll send you the location of where the restaurant is. So he turns up. What sort of place is Lisbon when they've got 2 squares with statues with black horses on? Very confusing. But as it turned out, we'd gone all the way around the one-way system to get to the centre of town. But if you walked it was about 15 minutes. I thought Alfie was like turned into like marathon man or something. Yeah, I'm here. It's like, no, you're not.
It's called a jamoneria. Where all the proper, what do you call them? The Iberian hams that they dry out are all hanging with a little dish underneath. And we had some, didn't we? Which absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. Maybe that's what we should get for Christmas. Buy a big leg. And take it.
I think we got 4 big legs already, haven't we? No, that's the trouble. We keep eating too much ham.
Oh, so right. And Tom and Helen are here. Happy 100th watching from Dubai. Big day, Helen and Tom. Thank you so much, John. We've been following your, well, you've been keeping in touch with us, haven't you, as one of our patrons, telling us about your trip on NCL, going to the Seychelles and Mauritius, which has looked absolutely awesome.
Sounds awful.
So, and we are catching up with these guys in the near future. So watch this space, people, because there's a special trip coming up. What are you looking at? Special trip coming up in February.
Space, watching.
What space? So,
I feel a bit squiffy now. The bird.
Well, stop drinking. Just drink Coke.
I can't.
You can't. So, hello again. Put it down. Hello again from Orlando. Right then, love watching you guys. Thank you so much, Mark De Monte. Oh, you see the man from.
That's Del Monte.
Oh no.
De Monte is a university in Leicester.
Is it?
Yes, it
How
is.
do you know that?
And there's a De Monte Bridge, and there might be a river as well. That's what it's named after. It's a university.
Alphabet.
Jodrell Bank.
Yes.
And the reason it's called, because nobody's done the explainer, Jodrell Bank was this place that had, if I'm talking a load of old baloney, please let me know. But in my head, I got Jodrell Bank was this sort of central place, building, that had hundreds and hundreds of giant computers, which obviously had hundreds and hundreds of cables going to them. So whenever you see somebody who've got 75 things plugged into 2 sockets and there's cables going everywhere, if you're of my age or older, you'll say, bloody hell, it looks like Jodrell Bank there, because there's so many cables. But that's obviously passed you by, haven't it?
It has. Yeah. Mike's saying that Carol's arrived in the North Pole in Alaska. Current temperature -16. Oh, and they're also all watching us. Hey, hi guys.
Yes.
Hope you have a lovely, lovely Christmas.
Can I just say, I'm just going to throw this out to you. You might want a coat.
Yes, you might want a coat. Corinne said Jodrell Bank, so does Steve Wheeler.
Yeah,
David McGee's here. And he said, important to use different colours. Carole stops you getting discombobulated. Yes, that's very good too.
Short,
no.
Just
Bridget is just saying it discombobulates me when YouTube considers it inappropriate, and while tallywhacker is a great word, not sure the censor would. Oh, maybe do you think we'll get banned by keep repeating tallywhacker?
Tallywhacker.
Oh. So Tony said discombobulated tallywhacker, Jodrell Bank, and radio telescope. Does that mean anything to you?
Oh, is that what Jodrell Bank was? Was it the radio telescope? Have I misquoted?
Oh, don't know. Claire's getting discombobulated just thinking about it. Look. Right. So let's see. What have we got? Have we got any other questions? Sherry's made it. Yay! Congrats on 100th. Spurs will discombobulate the Man United defence tonight by tallywhacking and loads of goals. Hopefully, that will be really good.
I really hope you're right, Michael Dan, but I don't know.
So Keith is saying, they say that when you study, you learn more and more about less and less with each degree. At PhD level, you learn absolutely everything about nothing at all. But you're still a very wise man, Keith.
So if you've got a PhD, that means you're a doctor, isn't it?
Yeah, in something. It could be anything.
Yeah, I know. But I didn't specifics. I'm not talking. Can you have a PhD in tallywhackers?
Well, maybe. Denise is just saying, congratulations on your 100th. We love your lives and vlogs. We're on Arvia on Saturday in the Caribbean. It'll be our first Christmas abroad. Can't wait. We'll have a fantastic time.
Denise, do let us know. I don't know who you're flying with, but do let us know how that goes, because that'll be interesting to see if they've ironed out those problems that they had in the past. Because we looked at.
Oh no, they have. They've changed airlines now.
Well, no, but are those airlines that they've changed to? Are they up to scratch? I'd be interested to know.
Jim and Dwayne are saying Scrumpin's nicking apples. It is. Sherry saying I like Paul's Cupid doll hairdo. Cupid doll, Cupid.
I don't know what that is, but
Jerry says stumping, borrowing other people's apples. And Nick saying scrumping brings back memories.
Well, it's not just apples, because in Blakeney, I don't know whether there's a statute of limitation in Blakeney like there is in the US, but we had some fabulous orchards when I was growing up.
Yeah.
And they had apples. Dad sells apples.
I knew you were going to say that. Oh,
come on, don't let me go.
And pears.
And raspberries. Oh, come on, mate. So they had apples, they had pears, they had walnuts, and they had plums of many different
varieties.
And one of the pears they had was called a Blakeney Red. Now, a Blakeney Red pear is on Blakeney's crest.
Football.
And the other thing on it is a salmon, because Blakeney is famous for salmon and red pears.
I didn't know that.
There you go. How many times have you seen my...
I know, loads of times.
Yeah. Just thought there was a random... thought they were sponsored by John West, did you?
Exactly. Have it all. Did you say it includes Wi-Fi, gratuities, drinks, and money towards short excursions, specialty dining? Is it worth it? Thinking of doing our first Hal cruise? Yes, it is, Mark. They have deals on varying times, and sometimes you get the standard package, sometimes you get the elite package, which sometimes comes with a reduced deposit as well. So keep your eye out for that. But yes, we found it a really good value with Holland America.
I haven't seen...
You normally get about $200, depending on the length of cruise. Yeah. For your shore excursions, but you normally get 1 or 2 specialty dining, all your Wi-Fi and gratuities and drinks. Yeah. And we've like Princess Plus. For us, it's really worth it. For those that don't want Wi-Fi and you don't want drinks and you don't like specialty dining, then it's not. So, but for you guys, I think it'll be worth it.
Yeah, because we've seen Mark drink, haven't we? It's definitely worth it.
No, they're not huge drinkers.
But no, and like Carole said, the earlier you book, they tend to upgrade you to the premier package.
Yeah, well, it depends on the offer.
Yeah.
I'll have some lots of offers on at different times. So I would just keep, if there's certain cruises you've got your eye on and there's still a lot of availability, then I would just keep just see. But I'll have a chat. If you got, I'm not sure who you booked through. I can't remember what you said, Marcus. But what we do with Dan is this: we say to Dan, which is the beauty of having a travel agent, we say, right, we've got this eye on this cruise. Let us know the fluctuation in price and let us know availability and let us know any special deals. So I don't have to worry about keeping an eye, and Dan just does it for us. And then I get a WhatsApp message coming through. So actually, if you booked this day at this time, it's going to be this. So that's the beauty of having a travel agent.
Yeah, Dan WhatsApp says, no, book it now.
I know.
Green light.
Tony said he's got chased a few times scrumping for apples. Ironically, grew up with a taste for the scrumpy, particularly one called Tallywhacker. Oh, dear.
Might not wake up till about 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon at this rate.
No, exactly. Colette saying, when you use port meet and greet parking at Southampton, do you drop your luggage off at the terminal, then drive around to the drop-off area, or do you walk back with all your luggage?
It depends which company you book with. If it's CPS, you drive around right in front of the terminal, reception, whatever you like to call it. And they come up, they'll say to you 87 times, stay on your vehicle, but you are allowed to put your windows down. And then they come up when it's your turn, they take photos of your car, you take your luggage out, and then they drive your car away, so you're right outside.
Yeah.
We have had it at Southampton where you do have to park in a long stay car park, which is still very close, but you do have to pull your luggage along at the same time.
Yeah, our last cruise, as always, we stayed at the Holiday Inn, which is becoming one of our, well, it's not becoming, it is our favourite place to stay, because they do a park and cruise package, and then we just ring a taxi and they take us back, and it's all included in the price. And your car's still at obviously the Holiday Inn. Yeah. So Sharon's just saying, congratulations, Paul and Carole, on your 100th live. Thanks to all your vlogs and fabulous live chats. We booked our first ever cruise for next year's the Fjords on Iona. Oh, lovely.
That is getting Fjords cruising off to a great start. Going to the Fjords. You can't go wrong.
So Chris Moran, not our cousin Chris.
Not your cousin.
Not my cousin. Congratulations, Paul and Carole, on the 100th live. It's been an absolute joy to share the journey with you. I've gone totally wild and booked 2 cruises to celebrate. Crazy. You've gone crazy. Sherry's saying tallywhack is not a word they use in the US.
It is definitely not. No.
So, look, Jim and Dwayne are impressed with you, Paul. You're multitasking.
What was I doing?
Well, I don't know. Probably. I don't know. You were obviously doing the mouse and everything.
Was I patting my head and rubbing my belly at the same time?
David Garr says here, counting the rice bags being loaded, the tallywhack had become very discombobulated when he missed the last pallet. Oh my gosh. I hope we don't get banned for keep saying that word. Right, let's have a look at what other questions we've got. Tina's just saying, I'm so pleased I got the nerve up to ask a question on the first live and love the lives. We get that a lot. There's a lot of people. We get loads of lovely people on Queen Victoria. So if you're watching today, hello, because we had so many lovely chats, didn't we, with people that follow our channel. And they say, oh, we don't like to comment on your lives because we're not sure how to do it. But if you don't comment, we don't know you're there. So, but if you don't want to, that's fine too. But it's lovely. And I'm glad that you did, Tina. And obviously you've been following us ever since, which is amazing.
But even if you don't, I know it's... I'm going to stop myself, but I'm not going to stop myself. Even if you don't comment as in ask a question, if you just put hello from Glasgow, then your name's up there and we know you're in the chat.
Yeah.
You don't have to ask us. And there's no stupid, I mean, we're as stupid as it comes. There's no stupid questions. There's only stupid answers.
Well, we have them too.
That's my job.
Oh, Susan R's here saying, sorry, I'm not good. But good to be here from sunny and warm Surprise in Arizona. That's a lovely name for a surprise. Congratulations, Merry Christmas. Your tree is beautiful.
America,
yes, got all our lovely mementos. I just sit there now, and Paul's going to watch the football in a bit, and I'm just sit there and look at my tree and remember all the lovely places.
Which is your favourite, Annie?
No, I can't say that because we've got so many lovely gifts off people on there.
No, but which is the favourite you've bought?
Oh, I do love my lemon from Taormina.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love my lobster from Rockland. But there's loads. But we've had some fantastic gifts. So thank you for everyone that's been so generous. So let's have a look. Joseph is here and he's saying, hi, I would love to do the Queen Mary too. We also leave from Brooklyn Terminal close to where we live. Please tell Michael to take me on the Queen Mary too. I think he will love it. Thank you so much. Right then, Michael. What you need to do is take Joseph on the Queen Mary too.
Otherwise, there's going to be trouble.
Particularly if you live so close to the terminal, then how handy is that, isn't it?
It is quite handy.
And Mary's saying, well, cool that you were followed by Gary Bembridge from the beginning of you doing live. Gary's always been a great supporter, and he was the inspiration for me to start our YouTube channel. So we'll always be very thankful to Gary. And he is, if you don't follow Gary Bembridge, Tips for Travelers, which I'm sure most of you do, because he's got nearly 400,000 subscribers now. He is one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet, and just so full of cruise knowledge. That's just absolutely amazing. He does these incredible trips that sadly are out of our budget, but
he's the godfather of
cruise
blogging, and long may it continue.
Exactly.
But he often says to me in quiet moments, he takes me to one side and he says, Paul, you're my inspiration.
No, he doesn't. Oh, Jill and Sandra are saying they really like Malaga too, so that's good. And Stephen Nicola is saying hi. We really enjoy watching live. I didn't realize we're there from the very first one.
Yeah,
there you go. Sherry saying nice that you got to see all the Christmas lights. Yeah, it was beautiful, wasn't it? Spain particularly, just do Christmas lights like nothing we've ever seen. It's absolutely phenomenal.
It made you a bit sad to live in England because I've never witnessed
lights like that.
Lights, two places particularly where the lights were spectacular. And it was sound to light, so they were playing a Christmas song.
Yeah.
And it was all going to that. And it was just spectacular. And there was loads of people. There was no trouble. It was just an absolute pleasure to be part of.
And Shreds and Threads are saying the Christmas lights in Spanish Ports are gorgeous. They are. Absolutely are. Right then. So, yes, see, Nick's saying paper tachos went out with the Ark. Digital taco cards are the norm now. I said that.
Well, I didn't realise you were a lorry driver.
Well, I used to want to be one, but I decided to go into nursing instead.
You couldn't sit over the steering wheel. You'd be like Short Round on Indiana Jones, wouldn't you, with the big blocks on your feet?
No. I always wanted, this is a weird story.
I do apologize.
But I remember having a conversation with Mum and Dad, and I said, I know that there's... Shut up. I
genuinely haven't heard this story before. Are you serious? This is a serious story, okay?
And if my sister ever watched any of our videos, she would say...
But she won't.
No. Anyway, I wanted to travel, and I really, once I passed my driving test, I was like, oh my God, I love driving. I thought, I know, I'm going to be a lorry driver. How awesome would that be? But that never came to fruition.
And I'm very pleased for the British highways that never happened.
Yes.
You've never told me that.
No, well, sorry. Some things I like to keep to myself.
Well,
no. Sherry's just saying, lift up your speedo. Is that what Paulie just said? You were lifting up your...
I meant the speedometer. The speedometer, not your speedo, as in your swimmers.
Love to Travel's just saying, have you ever been to Blenheim Palace for their Christmas displays? Looks beautiful on the telly. Congrats for 100. No, we have not.
I have driven.
So maybe
I have driven past it though. I've been to Blenheim Palace loads of times outside, haven't I?
Yeah, I've not.
Yeah.
Sean says, thank you for the Christmas card. The most weirdest one I've got yet. Love what you said inside. You are most welcome, Sean.
So maybe we shouldn't have gone for naked Christmas cards.
No, maybe not. Maybe not. See, that's the perks you get with being a member. Joseph is saying, hi, Joey and Michael again. Love your pictures from cruising the Queen Victoria. You both look wonderful. Hopefully we're sailing on the beautiful Queen Mary too. I'm sure it'd be great. Yes, Joseph. Michael, you need to take Joseph on the QM.
It's like Groundhog Day.
It is.
Seems really familiar, that question.
Alfie said, my Speedos are digital. They're either on or off. Andy Carr said, we can't comment with a T-tail anymore. I thought that was the buzzword. You can.
No,
you can.
It is, but, we have to move with the times.
Oh. So
it's Christmas, so it's Feliz Navidad.
Nick and Trace, they're telling me maybe sing Feliz Navidad. Navidad, I know feel discombobulated. We'll post on Discord.
I just think there's lots of people on there trying to get me drunk, but it's too late.
Well, yes. Now, Clinton, this is the sensible answer, where he's dictating on his phone while he's driving.
So you think he got like a microphone now? In Clinton's defense,
I'm hot.
in Carole's defense, I was driving along with my nephew probably about 6 months ago, and it just blew my mind. And he went, Siri, send a text to Natalie, which is my nephew's wife, who's my niece.
Sister?
You need to unlock your iPhone first.
And there you go, look. And my phone is just because I just said that. No. Al.
Okay.
My nephew Al, who's married to my niece Natalie, he's nephew by marriage. And he said, I'm not going to say to her again because she's going to chirp up. And he dictated a text and then had it sent. She reads it back to you and then it's sent. And I just thought that was just bonkers.
Well,
is it just me? Nick, I mean, you're on the tech scale the same as me. But I thought that was bonkers. Did you know you could do that?
No. But I'm glad I do now. Eva's here, so she's given us a super stick of $5.99. So thank you so much. And Kate's here too, all the way and from down under, right in America, to keep up the good work. Thank you so much.
I felt that story I just told, you were as interested in that as
I was reading.
I was in your coloured pens.
Tina saying, Andy and Carla buzzwords are as follows. Angel Delight. Yes, we haven't talked about Angel Delight friends, have we? Red Bounties. Paulie still can't find them. Tea-tails. I can't remember anymore.
They have got the mound bars in America, which is the equivalent of a Red Bounty, but they're just not the same. They were very, very disappointed. No. Another thing I'm going to have to write to my MP about. No pies in the Golden Lion, Red Bounties.
Yes. Jeff and Bob are here from Ohio.
Hiya, Jeff.
So love to see you guys. Same here. So nice to have a face to go with the comments, but it also goes both ways. I enjoy your videos live so much more now that we know you guys from Gary's Group Cruise. Yeah, we had such a laugh, didn't we? And hopefully we'll meet again not too distant future. So, Corinne saying, or in my lady's chamber. Oh, is that the tallywhacker female?
I don't even want to go down that route now. We're going to be banned. We're going to be banned off YouTube for life.
Ken Goes Cruising finally here. I knew you were in a rehearsal, so nice to see you guys. We've been telling everyone about your deluxe. If you've missed a bit of it, about your deluxe inside cabin and how big it was, and that to keep an eye out for your video coming out very, very soon.
We've been telling everybody how big it is, Ken. So you can thank us later.
Ted K, have a nice day. Saying happy 100th live stream, just popping in while at work. Merry Christmas, everyone. Yeah, Claire saying, oh, cheeky, I'll take the snuggle. So she will take the snuggle.
Yes, I love a snuggle.
Nick saying, does he get a big snuggle when you meet up in?
Of course you do, Nick.
Travel Lizzie Lou saying, don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you so much. And Sherry's asking what a red bounties.
Red bounty. Well, might have just touched on that. In America, there's a thing called a mound bar, which is like it's about that big, and there's 2 in a pack, and it's coconut inside and it's dark chocolate outside. But on the mound bar in America, for some strange reason, they've got like an almond on the top of the little bars of chocolate. But that's basically what a red bounty is. But ours, but you know, I love you, Sherry, and all that, but ours is better. Well, ours ain't better because they don't make them anymore.
Well, exactly. Life of the Park saying subscribers tend to slow down, so most people are focused on Christmas. Hopefully they'll pick up again in the new year. Yes, hopefully so. That's very true.
But we're not. The main thing is people watching. It's loved. Subscribers are a massive vanity thing.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I got 753 million subscribers. But if you're only getting 4 views a month, it doesn't matter. So we're more, we like to know that people are watching our stuff. It doesn't matter if I'm you know, it sounds contradictory.
Yeah.
But subscribers don't really do anything at all once you get to
from
a
an
certain
outsider
level.
looking in, subscribers don't. But for us to know that our channel's growing, I think is important. But what's most important is watch time on videos, because that's what makes YouTube recognize if your channel's, you know, worthy of sharing with more people. So the more watch time you get.
Watch time and interaction.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Discombobulate, Tallywhacker, Tea-Towel, Bounty, Angel's Delight, all that sort of stuff.
Kate's asking. Kate's on her way over. Well, not yet. On the way over from Australia to come and do America. She's doing a huge trip on Queen Anne and coming to our meetup in January as well. So she's asking, what time can you drop your bag off at Ocean View Terminal if you have a latest boarding time? Can you drop your luggage off at, say, 12, then wander off, then be back later? In theory, you couldn't you? Because the people that are taking the cases are always there from boarding time.
Yes, in theory, but
I'd like to think, Kate, because you normally, sorry to interrupt, that you normally travel Princess Grill or Queen's Grill, then you should be able to put yours in at any time.
Yeah.
So, but often the times, they're not very strict, are they? We've been traveling with friends and we've said, right, well, we're going to go the same time, even if we're sort of half an hour apart. And it's never been a problem. And the worst case scenario, if you went up and you tried to get on, they said, oh, sorry, you have to come back. Then you go away and come back. But I would try it.
But all I'm thinking is Southampton. We love Southampton, but Southampton isn't like a metropolis of, you know, it's not like the Hanging Gardens of Babylon or anything. They have got some nice shopping and stuff like that, but I don't feel that...
Not within easy distance of the ocean terminal.
No, but I don't feel that dropping your luggage off and then going off to explore on the day of the cruise is going to really offer you that much.
No.
I think if you're going to do that, you need to do it the day before. So it's not like, you know, it's not like you're dropping your luggage off and popping into Oxford Circus or something.
No. Susan says she loves your New York accent.
Yeah, I like coffee.
Coffee.
I bet Kevin Bennett sat at home
thinking, oh my God.
Shut up.
Just shut up. Ah. Laura said the gingerbread men might have been smelling stronger as they were fresh, which is true. Very true. Nick said, hello, yellow dancer. Does that mean anything to you?
Nothing at all.
Molly's Cruising and Lifestyle said, if we have boarding time at 12:30, can our friends get on to link bookings with us? They have 2:15. Yes, try it, Molly. Try it, and if
but
they
what you
say...
do is you get your piece of paper, and where it says their time, you always keep your thumb over it. You say, yeah, there it is, there, love. And you keep your thumb over the boarding time. It's got everything else you need there.
Right. Claire's saying that's just one swan, actually. She's on the same, wavelength, hot furs.
No, look.
And yarp, So Lee's here. So lovely to see Lee again. Hi guys, so sorry for joining. We've been getting the Mrs. Secret Christmas present. Hope you're all well. We'll watch rerun later.
Lee Gallagher is currently the biggest champion of trying to grow Paul and Carole Loves to Travel.
He is.
He's waged a one-man war on YouTube to get us more subscribers, and we very much appreciate it.
Yes, we do. He's leaving some lovely comments. Lizzie Lou's just looked it up. She's like, oh my gosh. Everyone's saying naughty. Everyone's saying naughty. Kate says she feels discombobulated about prospect of packing for your next cruise. So, yeah, everyone's talking about that now. Ken's goes through and don't forget only 6 lumps in your drink. Paul's very specific. People.
I'm not very specific.
Can I just say something,
Yes,
please? Well, he gets some more ice. When Paul meets people, Paul can come across as a little bit sort of arrogant and a little bit because people don't get Paul's. Just go and get your ice. Go and get your ice. Paul.
I was just advertising my right then shirt.
Yes. Anyway, so when we're sat in any bar on Queen Victoria, he would say to the waitress or waiter and say, "Can I have a Thatcher's Gold and can I have 6 cubes of ice?" Initially, they'd look at him and say, "Okay." Anyway, it became a bit of a standing joke, really. But they were all, to be fair, all the staff thought it was highly amusing and it went down very, very well. But yes, but sometimes Paul can come across. So if you meet Paul for the first time and he can come across as a bit of an arrogant,
tallywhacker.
Yes, a tallywhacker. Oh.
I think the thing is when you, especially on Cunard, would you like ice for your Thatcher's Gold? Ken, because I know Ice Nick and Ken from Ken Goes Cruising, they're real men, so they don't have ice. But I'm a bit of a girly, so I like a bit of ice in that. But you can ask for ice, and you never know whether you're going to get a little tiny bit of ice, or I've had it come out before, and the ice is all the way to the top of the glass.
Yeah. And
it takes you 4 days to drink one Thatcher's Gold. And I'm thinking, well, how am I going to alleviate this situation? And then one day, I don't know, just like, what happened? Thatcher's Gold, would you like ice, sir? Yes, please. I'd like 6 lumps of ice. And they looked at me, said, "Sir, 6 lumps of ice, please." And they come back and they always say 6 lumps of ice. And then sometimes I'll just look at the glass, say, "Oh yeah, that appears to be in order." But within 2 days of being on that ship, you go any of the bars and you say, "Thatcher's Gold, please." And they're looking and say 6 pieces of ice. And it's like, oh my God, I can't believe what I'm going to say now. It's like an icebreaker.
It is.
And it gives you a bond with the staff, I feel.
Yeah.
And, they might go out the back and say, "Oh,
what
an absolute
tallywhacker."
But I just feel it's a bit of fun.
Yes.
And
it is.
They all seem to embrace it, and I think they remember you, and I like that. I think it's cool.
Yeah. Lee's also saying, try the M&S mini apple crumbles. Honestly, best dessert ever. And bless my nan, they blow her homemade ones out of the water.
Lee.
Oh, I've literally just got back and got the kids that dessert Paul is on about. Yeah, honestly, it's great, isn't
fabulous.
it? Absolutely
so
fabulous. Good. Sean says he likes cheese board for Christmas. Yes, good cheese. Not like the one on the Playman's in the pub on Queen Victoria. Oh my God, Alfie. On our first day we got on, wasn't it, when we did the big surprise for Bob and Holly, which thankfully went down really, really well. Alfie had a Playman's and so did I. And no joking, his cheese, they serve like a hard cheese with it. They don't give you a good, mature cheddar or good tasty cheese. They give you a hard cheese with it, which is a bit disappointing, isn't it? But Alfie's was like something out of blimmin'.
Alfie's cheese was buried with Tutankhamun. And when they dug him up in about 1912, I think it was, they obviously thought, what can we do with that piece of cheese? And I think Samuel Cunard thought, I've got a plan for that.
Samuel Cunard.
I'm going to keep that for Alfie.
Michelle Roux?
No, Samuel Cunard, because it was on Queen Victoria. And then Samuel Cunard passed that cheese down through the ages until eventually it made his way to the Golden Lion pub last week on Queen Victoria. And then they obviously said, right, the 17th person that asked for a Playman, they're getting Tutankhamun's triangular cheese. And they bought it out for Alfie.
They did.
Yeah.
And it was great, wasn't it, Alfie? Oh my God. If you threw it at someone, it would have hurt them. It was that bad, wasn't it?
It was like a kung fu fighting star. It was that sharp, wasn't it, on the edges?
It was. Oh, the Yellow Dancer. Was Carole a bit discombobulated after the duck fart? Yes, I was.
Oh.
Yes. So someone said the Yellow Dancer. So welcome to our live. Nice to see you here. Oh, Davina saying, thank you for recommending the chocolate-covered custard creams. They are amazing. Yeah, from Marks and Spencer's. Oh, my God, they are. They're absolutely awesome. Kate saying, what's a tallywhacker? It sounds rude. Google it. And I'm shocked. So let's have a look. What's scrumping, scavenging? Yes, it is. It's stealing apples. And Aoife's just saying, stealing when you steal apples from someone else's garden, as far as I know. It is. And it used to be quite common when we were young, didn't it? Which is not right. And we don't recommend that people do it because it's not right. However,
it's not big or clever.
Bridget's saying, Paulie, did you know that hen pies are known to have chocolate cakes in the shape of tallywackers? Would that discombobulate you, or would you have the same pudding? Yes. Oh, dear. Nick saying De Montfort is the uni in Leicester. What did you say? The man from Del Monte.
Well, I was close, wasn't I?
Oh,
Nick, I've had a lot of bourbon. You got to help me out on this one, mate.
Jim and Dwayne saying, I love Carol's disapproving face. Dwayne is the same with me when I'm not doing what he wants. Oh, dear.
I've had almost 30 years of that disapproving face now.
Yes, they're talking about Jodrell.
But I love her.
Yeah, talking about Jodrell Banks, a large radio telescope.
Well, I knew there was a lot of wires involved.
A lot of wires.
I said computers, didn't I? It was a good effort.
Man's going for football calls. Yeah, football calls for you too, didn't it, Paulie?
Yeah, that was 8:02, so that's half an hour ago, mate.
Yeah. And Sister in Mexico is greetings from Guadalajara. I said it right. Whoop, whoop.
Where's that?
Thank you so much.
Where's Guadalajara?
Aoife's just saying, my mum was looking at an ad for a very fancy Nile cruise earlier, along with another for Cunard. I suspect that there is a cruise in the offing for her. Better late than never. Well, I hope she does it. Ken's asking how we got back to normal. We haven't stopped, Ken. We still haven't really unpacked, have we? It's been mad. And I still haven't done the video for tomorrow. So it's just been crazy busy. But thank you so much for your company. We just laughed so much, didn't we? We
did.
must cruise again soon because it was just so much fun.
And especially when you took it upon yourself to take us to that lovely cathedral, and then you realised you were taking us to the wrong cathedral, and then you took us to the right cathedral.
But he found that bar in Cadiz. I don't know if any of you guys have been to Cadiz. It's a beautiful Spanish city that's got lots of little alleyways and quite difficult to navigate. Ken took us on a 15-mile walk where we were going to the beach. And then we ended up by the cathedral, but we found a lovely little bar, and I can't remember the name of it. That's
It's called Feliz Navidad, I think.
Feliz Navidad. I bet Ken's singing there, and he remembered the middle word that I can remember.
He didn't. He googled them. He Google cleared them.
Oh dear! But anyway, we had a fantastic time. So thank you so much for your company. So let's see. Have we got any more questions? Everyone say thank you for the Christmas card. You're very, very welcome. Debbie says she's on Queen Victoria for the 12 nights next December. So I'm glad you,
Well, if you do the same itinerary as us, you're going to have an absolute banger because it was fabulous. And make sure, forgo your evening's entertainment and make sure you stay out in Malaga to see the Christmas lights and you stay out in Lisbon to see the Christmas lights.
Yeah.
Because they were fabulous.
Yeah. Yeah, totally agree. Totally agree. Andy and Christina said about the Blenheim Palace lights as well. Virtual gardener. Oh, look at Lindsay is she's double whamming, isn't she?
Lindsay with an I, not with a Y. I would never spell it with a Y.
So Ken and Lindsay, for those who don't know, Lindsay's big into gardening. So if you're a big garden fanatic, make sure you follow her channel on Instagram, Virtual Gardener, and on YouTube. So have you finished watching yet? No. Not even. What, we've done 2 loads, haven't we? That's it. Paul just set off our Apple products. They're now arguing about sending text. Oh, yeah. Kate was saying BG was a buzzword. It is. Bravo Golf. Oh. Andy and Christy said about chocolate angel delight. Wow.
I have to say, whenever the angel delight debate came up a while ago, we went out and bought some Angel Delight, and the big one that everybody was going on about was butterscotch.
Yeah.
And it was terrible.
We didn't like it, did we?
I'm sorry. Please don't unsubscribe or, cancel your Patreon or whatever. But, it was nasty, wasn't it? I think we still got a sachet in the cupboard. Maybe
I think we threw it out.
Oh, because if we haven't thrown it out, we're going to put that into the next members giveaway.
Yeah.
The main prize is a sachet of butterscotch Angels.
Maybe we need to get a bit more creative with the giveaways.
Well, I think that's
no, I don't think so.
A closed
Kevin
cake.
B said that hurt my ears when you were doing your New York accent.
Sorry, Kevin.
And Michelle's saying that she subscribed early when your channel started. Love your videos and your travels. You're so enjoyable to watch. Merry Christmas from Ohio. Well, thank you very, very much. 100, you don't look a day over 50. Congratulations. And Michelle's saying a Mounds bar are a favourite. An almond joy.
Oh, that's what I'm on about. An
Almond joy.
Yeah, that's what
Adds
I'm on.
the almond on top with milk chocolate, like dark chocolate better.
Oh, that's why I got confused. That.
So Kate saying, I'm loving the educational value of your life. You're most welcome.
We always like to entertain and educate. And I think that's what we've done tonight.
I think so.
Unless we've discombobulated them.
Well, maybe. Love to Straw said, oh my God, 6 ice cubes. My hubby loves his bourbon, only wants 2 small cubes. So I totally get this. So cool, Teresa. And Elaine says she loves a cheese board too. Kate's now enlightened.
Sorry.
Catherine says she's loving this tonight. And Diane, I love to see. Hello, Paul Gavin, Queen Elizabeth, who just docked in Hobart. Lovely day, but a bit cold. Oh, I know a lot of you guys down under in Australia. Sad, isn't it? Because Queen Elizabeth, who's been there for a long time, for many, many, many seasons, and a firm favourite, is moving. So, yeah. So enjoy your last trip, I guess, and Diana on there. Right, let's have a look. Lots of people. Jackie's doing better late than ever. Wishing everyone in the main group very happy and happy holidays.
Cheers, Jackie.
Yeah, so everyone's saying Merry Christmas. Mike saying that good night. See you guys on Boxing Day. Yes, so we're going to do our next live on Boxing Day, which is next Thursday. So let's see if there's anyone else who's got a question, because we can answer that. So lovely to have Manette's just asking what our itinerary on the Queen Victoria was. It started in Southampton. And we went to La Coruna and then through to Malaga and Cadiz, Malaga, Cadiz, Gibraltar.
Vigo was in
Vigo,
there.
yeah. And have we missed one? Ken and Lindsay come to the rescue.
There were 6.
There were 6, yeah. And it was fantastic. We thoroughly enjoyed it. Tom and Dom are here, so nice to see you guys.
They were on the first one as well.
Tom and Dom, yes. Were they?
Yeah, that's another one. I'm getting sort of flashbacks. I'm like Jason Bourne. Things trigger my memories, and Tom and Dom were in the house for the first one as well.
Butterscotch, Tina said, oh, and Nick said, I'll take the butterscotch. Oh, no.
Ooh.
Right then, I think, because we've been here, it's like, oh my God, it's 1:03. This is mad, isn't it? Everyone's talking about now, Angel Delight now. So
now, bearing in mind, our first ever live was 1 hour and about 46 seconds.
It was. And Deirdre just said, Merry Christmas from Melbourne, Australia. We love your work.
Thank you, Deirdre.
Do you know, well, thank you so much for everyone that joined us tonight. I think we'll
thumbs up, get some fireworks.
Yay! So thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure getting to know all of you over these last 2 years, and thank you so much for supporting our channel.
What is over there? Oh, I can't even do a love heart.
So we're going to go now, but join us next Thursday. And what Tony said, just remember I should be ironing, so I've been hooked wondering if Paul would get drunk enough to show his tallywhacker. No. Oh dear. Anyway, so thank you so much for everyone joining. Anything to add, Paulie Morgan?
I would just like to wish everybody a fabulous Christmas. Hold the ones you love close to you.
Yes.
Because you never know when they might not be here anymore.
Oh, May.
No, I know, but it's
it's
like,
true, very true.
Love the ones you're with.
Yes. Oh, that's lovely. On that note, I need a tissue. Thanks so much for everyone joining, and thank you so much for our support.
That's the one I spilled bourbon on. That's
I don't want that. So we will see you next Thursday.
See you next Thursday.
Yeah.